To kids, experts on child behavior are worried too. With us now is Robert Kubey, a psychologist and assistant professor of communication at Rutgers University in New Jersey. Hello.
Hello.
Should parents be concerned if their kid's a ninja freak?
Well, I don't know exactly what that would mean. I think that if certain activities aren't getting done that the parents think the child should be engaged in, if the child seems overly obsessed with the activity, parents might rein it in. There's nothing to stop a parent from deciding that only so many products will be bought and that the child is only permitted to watch so much material of this type. In fact, I happened to look at the cartoon show itself, and it's really very cheaply produced, and I would challenge any parent to tell me, I would defy a parent to tell me what's of value in the cartoon program that plays each afternoon and Saturday mornings. It's really a very badly produced program, and I don't think there's much value there for children. So there are better ways for children to spend time. It's not that they have to dump Ninja Turtles out altogether. The problem with contemporary parents today, they were raised with television themselves, and they believe that they're fine as adults, and that therefore whatever their children engage in with television or film is okay. But what they miss out sometimes is that, particularly with theatrical films today, the films are far more graphically violent than before. With something like this, the Ninja Turtles craze, there's so much cross-promotion. We have 400 different products available that it's more difficult for the parent to fight.
Not only is it more difficult, but don't you run the risk of having your child not get along with the other kids if he doesn't get it and everybody else does?
Well, that's a critical point, too, and I would critique that problem as well. On the one hand, I understand parents want their child to be popular, but what we've done is we've created a society now with these kinds of fads where children as young as 3, 4, and 5 can be considered to be outcasts if they're not interested in some new fad craze. Now, that used to be a problem mostly really for teenagers, and we've kind of pushed down the age at which children are behaving and functioning under peer pressure and having to be like one another. And I think parents can say, you know, you can be interested in this, but you don't have to devote all of your time to it.
Grew up with cowboys and Indians, but it seems to me that what the Turtles are doing is actually more aggressive, and that kids can imitate it and hurt their friends in the process. It
was comparable, and whenever the Three Stooges were introduced to us when we were young, some host said, don't try this at home, and perhaps they could put a warning on their program telling kids explicitly, this is something the Turtles can do or know how to do. But there is going to be imitative behavior. But I'm even less concerned about modeling of violence than the kind of fear induction that occurs with a lot of violent programming today. And again, in the cartoon show program, Ninja Turtles, there's a lot of ominous music, a lot of fearful kind of material there that can unsettle a child to some degree. And these programs aren't designed by people who want to entertain children and educate them and do things that would be really in their best interest. They're really trying to hold kids to a set to sell things, in order to sell things, and that's the problem.
Comes down to money.
Unfortunately.
Professor Kubey, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.